Hello, good morning from the United Kingdom. My name is Joe, or Joe Phoenix Gaming, and this is my review on the LEGO Creator 10266 NASA Apollo Lunar Module, Apollo 11 Lunar Module. And here it is. So before we get into the review of the Lunar Module, we're going to take a quick look at the box which it came in. So we've got the box. When the bags fall out, I always keep the bags in the box. So we've got, it says LEGO Creator NASA Apollo 11 Lunar Module. Got a really nice picture of the Lunar Module with Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong and the laser reflector. Here it says expert level because it's an expert level. Ascent Stage, Descent Stage, display stand, and it's 20 centimeters wide and about 20 centimeters tall, and that's with all of it in. And it says Apollo 50 there because it's for the Apollo 50th anniversary from last year. Currently, it was the 51st anniversary back in July. But yeah. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. That's the quote Armstrong said. There's all the parts with a 1-to-1 scale of the minifigures. On this side it says it again, one small step for man, but it's got the same image as we have on the front, just a bit smaller. And on the back we have our display stuff. We've got the plaque that says, here men first set foot on the moon, July 69 AD. We came in peace for mankind. It's got Armstrong, Collins, Aldrin's, and President Nixon's signature. And there's the LEGO version there. The Ascent Stage can split into 3 parts. The Descent Stage has cameras and the laser reflector in it, which we'll get into later. Then we've got the display stand. There's the laser reflector there, and the camera you can't see folded out on that part, but I'll show you that in a minute. So yeah, that's the box. We'll put it down here for now. Actually, no, we'll leave it up here so we have a nice little backdrop for it. So, there is the main attraction. The LEGO Lunar Module. And this took me quite a while to build. It took me about 3.5 hours, but usually it takes about 4 hours. I did go to sleep halfway through it, when I was halfway through the Ascent Stage. But if I added up over all the time, it would have took me about 4 hours. So yeah, let me just put some stuff back in it for now to reveal that later. I did record this literally 2 seconds before on YouTube's recording thing, but it wouldn't save the video, so I'm having to record this again. So I'm gonna go through this now, but first let's look at the minifigures. So we've got my Armstrong and my Buzz Aldrin. Armstrong was the first man on the moon, Aldrin was the second. I reckon Alexei Leonov was the third one, which is a Soviet lander. I think the Soviets landed on the moon just after Apollo 11 took off, but they kept it a secret. So yeah, the minifigures, I'd reckon about 3.5 centimeters tall. There it is in scale with the lunar lander. If you wanted to get up the rocket that they used to get the moon, the Saturn V rocket, if you wanted it to get a mini figure scale of it, it'll be about up to my living room light, which is about 10 feet. If you wanted to do like a mini figure scale, this is a mini figure scale lander. So for example, if I like took the little supports off and folded the legs, it would have been able to fit in the 1-to-1 the 10 feet Saturn V one, but I don't have it because I'm not going to build that one because I haven't got the parts for it. So yeah, there's the figures. So yeah, before we get into the Lunar Module, we're going to look at the Ascent Stage, not the Ascent Stage, the display stand for it. So we'll put you here for now. The display stand is an accurate representation of the moon surface. We've got a massive crater here, and what surprises this, usually they've got like little 4 things around here, and that's for the little landing legs. I've just whacked my elbow. That hurt. We've got the little circles here are for the landing legs to deploy. Originally, when I looked at the box first before I got it on Christmas, I was like, is this going to be in the centre so it covers the engine? And no, it's slightly off to the side like a crater, and I'm actually quite happy about that because it'll make it look bland, but it's got interesting detail, and it's got like little details here, like with all the little parts and the little circles there, and the big crater is my favourite part about this display stand. And we've got a mini United States flag, which is what they planted on the moon. Then it's here. There's Apollo 11 lunar lander. So that's the display stand. Now, let's look into the lunar module. Before I'm going to show you like completely whole in front of the camera. I'm going to split it into the 2 parts. The Ascent Stage, which is this gold and black part. And then we have the grey part here, which is the Ascent Stage. So we'll take the Ascent Stage off and we'll put that here for now. The Ascent Stage, which is this part, is, I believe, the most complicated part to build. Like, for example, if you look underneath it, you can see it's got, like, all the different parts. And if we look inside, it took me ages to build this one. I had to rebuild it again because I've put some of the, like, the camera part here into one of the wrong places. And I was really annoyed. So I had to, wiggle it around. I couldn't move the landing legs, because if I had to move the landing legs, I'd have to move the entire thing. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, I could have moved the landing legs. I'm a dumber. I'm dumb. Yeah, I could have moved the landing legs and saved a lot of trouble, but I decided like, no, I've got to build it all over again. Anyway, the Ascent Stage is really good. It's got like the little engine at the bottom, which they used what appears to be a Lego barrel. On the top part, you've got the little parts here that defend the Ascent Stage from all the RCS thrusters, which I'll show you in a bit. Yeah, it's got ladders here for the astronauts to climb down, which can fold up to reveal the plaque. Then we've got the landing legs. The landing legs usually will retract on the real one, but on this one it doesn't. They're fixed into place with these little support structures. And on the inside it's got like the liquid fuel tanks, which is awesome. Impressive detail. I love this part. Camera, 4 parts to hold down to reveal a camera and a laser reflector, which is they use on the moon, but I'll show you the laser reflector in a minute when we get after the when we finish the Ascent Stage review. Ascent Stage review. This is the Apollo 11 Eagle Ascent Stage, because the Lunar Module, the Lunar Modules on all the Apollo missions have different models, except Apollo 5, because the Apollo 5 didn't have a crew, so they didn't name it. Apollo 9 was called Spider, I think. Then we've got Snoopy, they actually named it Snoopy. Then we've got Eagle, which is this one, Intrepid, Aquarius, and so on. I think Apollo 15 was Falcon, and Apollo 17 was, I can't remember what Apollo 17 was. I think it was Orion. Yeah, because they had nicknames for them. The most funny one was Snoopy, because the unofficial NASA mascot was Snoopy, and they named the command module, unfortunately, which I don't have a set of because they haven't made one. The command module, they called it Charlie Brown. So yeah, the Charlie Brown command module and Apollo 10 Snoopy, but this is Apollo 11. This is the Ascent Stage. Like the Descent Stage is the one that lands them on the moon. The Ascent Stage is the one that returns into lunar orbit to dock with the command module, which is in Apollo 11's case called Columbia. So it takes off, docks, and then it turns retrograde, which means backwards, basically, and then it slows itself down, so the trajectory smashes into the moon. It has 3 antennas, which they use to. Well, no, it has 4 actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, and they use them to track the spacecraft and talk to Houston and Columbia. Houston's the place where mission controllers. It's got a little engine here, so it can take off. And yeah, these little ports here on the side, the 4 things, are thrusters, also known as RCS, which is Reaction Control System. And they basically control the orientation of the craft. So if, for example, they can't just use the engine because it'll make them go faster. If they use a thruster, they can stay in the same space, but they can maneuver themselves, but they can use the thrusters to move forward and backwards. They could even do this, which happened on Apollo 10 again. Apollo 10 nearly crashed because their Ascent Stage went into a spin. Apollo 10 didn't land on the moon. They got about a mile or a few kilometers off the surface. But in a Lego case, it'll be about this high off the surface, I believe. And then the Apollo 10 one crashed into the moon. What we don't know where this is, and we don't know. And this is currently solar orbit. But anyway, I'm going off on Apollo 10. Let's get back to this. The Ascent Stage can split into 3 parts. This is the back part of it. And if you look here, we've got all the nice detail there, which is the stickers. And we've got the front part. The front part can pop off as well. I really like the way that Lego have done this, so that you don't break it. So there's the cockpit. It's got little levers here, and then you've got the dash. Kind of looks like it's a doctor because it's got one of them little things on the top, and they're the thrusters on the side. Put that there for now. Showing you this back part, it's got all the detail. Oh wait, I forgot. It's got little sticker detail there of all the controls on there. We've got the gimbal systems and all the switches. This is the center part, which is the crew, which is the compartment. Usually in the real one, it'll have a massive engine bell here. Not engine bell. That's an engine bell. A compartment that keeps the engine safe from exposure. You got little stickers there and detail. It's the same on the other side, and we've got another dish here. So let's put. That happened on my other recording as well. Same thing happened again. Ironic, deja vu. So box a second, yeah. So then once you're done with it, usually you can put the crew in there, but it's quite hard to, so I'm not going to do that. So what you do is you put that into there, but not upside down. And then you click that into there, and then you got the Ascent Stage back again. And we just angled the satellite dishes. Then we got 2 little connector pieces there, which is, they are black, so they can blend in with the rest of the interior. Then you click into there. Have I done that correct? Yes, I have. So here it is and all. It's glory. The eagle or Apollo 11. So yeah, the camera goes here. Right, let's show you the laser reflector. Laser reflector is kept in quadrant 2. We've got the laser reflector here, which is the only used Apollo equipment that is left on the moon. So we'll put this back on the display stand and we'll move the camera here. The Apollo stand here has like little laser questions, and the little moon rocks use it to balance. Yeah. Let's put everything back where it was. Let's get Aldrin on the Apollo 11 ladders and get Armstrong back on the moon by the flag. So, there is the Apollo 11 Lunar Module, or Eagle, in all of its glory. And my overall conclusion of this review is, it's awesome. By far the best Lego set I've ever owned. Before this, the best Lego set I ever owned was the Space Shuttle one. The newer Space Shuttle one, not like the proper NASA one. The Space Shuttle that the Lego City one used. It has a it goes to Mars basically, and it comes with a little rover and the Integrity helicopter, which they put on Mars, because in about February or March, the Perseverance rover will land on Mars. So yeah, thank you for watching my review. If you want to, you can like and subscribe. If you don't want to, completely fine with me. My Apollo 13 recreation video got about 2 dislikes and no likes. I was completely fine with that. This review is the only review on my channel, because my channel's supposed to be for gaming, but I thought I should get this reviewed because it's a really good build. I don't want it to show all the people on the SSF forums, which I'm on. JSP, that's my account on the SSS forums. So, yes, I'm going to go talk a bit about the SSS forums. Now, the SSS forums stands for... SSS forums is for Space Flight Simulator, which is a game I play. And you've seen me play it on my channel. That's how I got my Apollo 13 recreation done, which was poop. So I might do a recreation of a recreation, because I have a better rocket now because of the update. I can join factions on it, which I'm a part of. I'm a part of Prionian Truce. I'm a dronoid, which means I control drones on it. So yeah, it's a really good faction. I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad to be a part of that community. I've been a part of the forums since March 25th, I think it was. So yeah, that's the Apollo Lunar Module. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you all in the next video. Ta-ra.